Welcome once again to another fantastic edition of Friday Night Live here, December 5th. We are a few short weeks away from Paige. We are getting ready not only for Paige, but of course for the holidays. I've got my Merry Christmas sweatshirt on today just to be ever so festive. Hopefully you're feeling festive out there, folks, out in there. We've got folks already lighting up the chat. Hello to Troy Allman and MR Blawface and Ed Lopez and D-Town 207. Hey.
Detail 207. That's Dave Townsend.
Okay.
Running a new convention up in Maine. That I understand that he wasn't going to invite Chet as a special guest.
Hey, you're tier artists.
Gotta be I didn't rate.
Apparently not.
Yeah. Well, we're here with the Page crew. Ron's already interjected. Chet's down below. In the corner here, we've got Jen Cash from the Blind Bard.
How's it going?
All right. Okay. We have got an exciting.
What's Ed? Is Ed on special assignment tonight? Is that what we're telling people?
Yeah.
Ed's on special assignment.
Special assignment. That's right. Hey, not everybody can make every show. That's why we have Chet Minton pinch hitting for Ed this evening.
I'm excited to be on this show. I know Mandi very well, and I know Chris very well, so it'll be a fun time. Yeah.
That's right. And speaking of our special guests, those are the two folks that we're going to be joining us in a little bit later on here, just a few short moments. We have Chris Clark from Inner City Designs, and we have Camera Mandi from Gooey Cube. And we are going to be talking all things Gooey Cube and Inner City Game Designs and their involvement with Paige. And that's going to be pretty exciting stuff. And a lot of folks in chat all pouring in here from Facebook and YouTube. Hello, good evening to everyone out there. We're very happy that you're joining us tonight. It's very cold if you're in the northeastern section of the United States, or even if you're in the Midwest. We have the polar vortex coming down from the Arctic north to make it very cold outside. So I guess a lot of people are just huddling up next to the computers or their phones to join us this evening here for this fantastic episode. So. Should we wait any longer to bring our special guests on? Or?
No, we're gonna, it's ladies first. Ladies first. So we're gonna bring on Mandi first. And there she is.
Hello.
Good evening. Hi, Mandi. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I personally, I'm fantastic.
Well, good. Cold, but fantastic.
It's definitely cold.
Yeah.
You're in Colorado as well.
I would assume so. Right. Yeah.
They always say the best interviews start with talking about the weather. So I'm glad that we've done that. Gotten that out of the way.
Got it right knocked out of the box already.
Yeah. Great.
There you go. There you go. That's right. It's wintertime and it's supposed to be cold outside.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the lowest degree that a Gooey Cube can actually survive in? Is that a question?
That is outside of my expertise.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure I see Neil in the chat. Maybe Neil in the chat can let us know.
Neil Devlin?
Comments? Yeah.
Either that or we'll ask on Good Mornings IFA tomorrow.
I'll have an answer by tomorrow.
Yeah, okay.
So absolutely.
Okay. I have to get a Twitch account now because I just watched your latest episode on YouTube. Loved it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I love The Princess Bride. I loved everything that you guys mentioned about, what kind of classes they would be and all the magic items. And I found it was so interesting.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's something that we do. We just started this a few months ago, and we do it maybe every other month. And it just started organically because we would get chatting about different movies in the chat. And so we'd start talking about Lord of the Rings. And then suddenly we were talking about, well, what level are we thinking Gandalf is? And what level or what class are we thinking Aragorn is? And so we just kind of organically started breaking it down. And then we were like, well, why don't we try doing this a bit more organized, structure-wise? And so we put up a poll. We have a place, it's called the Gooey Game Masters Den of Enlightenment on Facebook, and it's like the nicest group of people you'll ever meet. And we put up a poll, and they get to vote on which movie that we do. And then we, like every other month, do kind of like a movie club to break down movies as adventures and talk about like plot hooks that you can use in your own stories or special items that are fun. And yeah, I'm really enjoying that segment for sure.
So are you doing Hook tomorrow?
No. So that'll be in like another month or two. We'll do that. So tomorrow we have some people in the studio. We have a young GM. Her name's Rin. She's 12, and she's been GMing for us since she was 9. And she'll be coming down with her dad, and we'll be talking with them about some Game Master topics. So
great.
Yeah.
I was in one of her games at Genghis Khan in 2024.
Yeah, isn't she just like a bright light?
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is exactly why I love what we do, is getting to see younger people get involved and learning skills that I think you can learn from Dungeons and Dragons. And she's a prime example of why I think it does a lot of kids a lot of good to get in early and learn these things.
Yeah, I mean, not only does it teach you to improv better, but it can translate into the workplace if you get a job that requires presentation skills or whatnot.
Oh, 100, and like one of my big things, because we do Gooey Cube, but our main job, we are a very successful advertising agency that does Gooey Cube on the side. And one of the biggest issues we have coming in, and I think a lot of companies face this, is lack of critical thinking in employees and like having to teach that to people. And I think what D&D brings people, and young folks especially, is like out of the box thinking, learning how to work as a team, learning to articulate what you're trying to get done. So I think that there are endless reasons to get your children involved early with RPGs.
Yeah, I totally agree, especially for me, particularly because as someone who's visually impaired, we don't get all the social like the social cues, the nonverbal stuff. So sometimes it's like, okay, how do I handle this situation? What do I say? And so I think it helps with that.
I love that.
I would agree too. I was in learning disabled classes and had trouble communicating, dyslexia. And when I discovered Dungeons and Dragons, I became a fanatic about reading and learning. And I just wanted to digest mythology and everything I could get my hands on. So yeah, it changed my life in so many different ways.
Yeah, I mean, it meets a lot of kids where they are. It gives them a different portal. I mean, and there's other avenues too. Sports is another great one, but not all of us are into sports. So there's D&D for us.
Well, those are the things with balls and stuff like that, I guess.
Yeah. Kind of a big deal to some people. I don't get it.
Yeah.
We were talking I was talking about, what playing role-playing games meant to my life the other day on Stan's channel during his 50 years in the dungeon program. Probably kept me out of jail because there was nothing else to do where I lived growing up. It's the middle of the woods, one highway running through, no stores, no other kids around except for 2 or 3. And, lots of rocks and lots of woods. So, chunking rocks at cars seemed like it was a lot of fun all the time. So
that's something we do at Page too, by the way. Oh no.
Chucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We chuck rocks at cars. We have a question from the crowd. S Phoenix 2469 wants to ask Mandi, are you representing with the hat, or did you just not feel like doing your hair?
Both, as a matter of fact. So it's hair wash day, guys. Or night, I should say. And I didn't have time before. And on top of that, I mean, I don't know if people know this, but I'm a big hatter. It's kind of my thing. So if I don't wear a hat, people get a little weird. So it works both ways.
Gorgeous collection of hats too.
One of them was gifted. I would have worn it tonight, Chet, but it doesn't work with the headset. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yes,
I was highly offended.
Oh, okay. Just know I thought of it. But yeah, no, I have amazing hats, and some of them have been gifted to me by the Gooey Cube community. Like beautiful leather worked hats. Very, very lucky, and so yeah, I love being a hatter.
Did Chet give you a Pikachu hat?
No, it was a purple witch's hat with embellishments.
Chet stole a Pikachu hat.
Oh, I think he still has it. I'm gonna guess it's about to make an appearance.
It was in my cart, so I thought they wanted me to have it.
Yeah, it's out. My Pikachu hat is in the van, but I have my purple wizard hat though.
Ah, it is. That is a very nice hat, Chad.
Yeah.
So any hat vendors at Page?
Yes, there's a couple of them. There's the Garment Goddess is there.
Oh, okay.
You have it's just slipping my mind, and it's Carolyn Besora's company. It's Wolf House Imaginarium.
Okay.
Sells hats.
So go for the hat and the game.
I think there's another one there as well. We have a lot of interesting crafty vendors that will be there.
I love that.
That's actually where I got your hat, Mandy, was from Page. Yeah.
Aw.
I was the booth right across from me, and I was staring at it all weekend.
That was the Garment Goddess, Chet.
Yeah, and I was like,
nice person. Yeah,
I've got to get that purple hat. It's been staring at me all weekend. I said, if nobody buys it by the end of the weekend, I'm going to get it for Mandy. And
well,
so
all right,
it went to a good home.
Yes.
So Mandy, we're so happy that you decided to kind of go all in with us at Page, and you're bringing the great Gooey dungeon game show.
Gooey Dungeon Game Show. Yes. No, this is such a fun event. I hope everybody is able to come out for it. Basically, yeah, Fleegan. What it is that when we were first starting Gooey Cube and had no idea what we were doing, we're like, we need a spectacular. We need something that is going to blow people's minds. And we did it online first. And it was a total train wreck. It was my first live streaming thing ever. And you have to understand, I'm from advertising, which means I'm in full on like production type videos. So we shoot and we edit and we polish, and my videos look great. Live streaming, you do none of that. There was audio issues. It was a disaster. But it was fun. And I feel like that's pretty much the summation of all of Gooey Cube. It's a disaster, but it's fun. Anyway, so what we do is we get this big dungeon made up of Dwarven Forge or any kind of terrain. We've done it all sorts of ways. And we have 4 guests who come up on stage, and they're representing the audience. And we have 4 characters. And as Chet said, Fleegan is our fan favorite. He's the rogue. And basically, it's just a huge interactive event where it's like a pared down version of D&D in the form of a game show. And there's a lot of energy, and the crowd gets really into it. We have tons of prizes. And Games and Stuff is actually supporting us this year. They're the ones who are sponsoring the show. They'll be providing a lot of really great stuff for the audience. And I think we've already sold over half the tickets for it. So that's Friday night. And hey, Peyton. Peyton was worked our booth at Gen Con last year. And I appreciate her. She says my hair is done and braided. So thank you.
Listen, Peyton, take up the comment with S Phoenix 2469. It wasn't us who said it.
Definitely not. Peyton did a phenomenal gelatinous cube cosplay. I have so anyway, if anyone's on Facebook, you should go look at her profile picture.
We're bringing her on the program on the 19th.
Oh, good.
And she's going to I kind of sought her out to help really kick our cosplay at Page up a notch, and her enthusiasm is refreshing. It's really great.
That's awesome. Yeah, I absolutely love that. So, Anyway, yeah, the game show is going to be a blast. It's Friday night at Page, and it is going to be hosted for the first time by Lawrence, who is my brother, and has a bit as big a personality as Elphinius, and it's just going to be loads of fun. I'm very excited.
Now,
For viewers, that is event number 715. So if you want to search in the database a little bit easier for you versus spelling things, just look for event 17, grab your ticket.
and it's a free ticket event at Page as well.
Correct.
So, jump right in there. We want as many people to get to witness this as possible. What do we have here? We've got. Are you familiar with the DM Tales?
No,
No.
unless I know you on Facebook and I'm not connecting your handle.
It's Wes Allen. Wes Allen.
I know Wes Allen. Yes.
He's a well-known egg thief.
Yes.
He has stolen eggs in the past.
Naturally, as you do.
There will be a trial at Page.
Naturally. Now, did he steal them from the chicken or from?
No.
Okay.
They were during the height of the egg shortage at his convention. EcclesiaCon. Where I'm the auctioneer for his auction. I could have brought any number of gaming, rarities that I have in my massive collection, but I also have 27 chickens. So they laid a bunch of eggs. So I said, well, I can't bring anything more valuable than eggs. So I brought eggs.
Smart.
And I gave them to Wes. And then when I started the auction, I started looking around. There were no eggs.
Wes.
And they were found on the second floor of the building, out of the public area, on Wes's desk in his office.
You know what? I respect the roguish move of stealing eggs in the middle of an egg crisis, and I applaud it. So, good work.
There you go.
Good work,
There
Wes.
you go.
Yeah.
Vindicated.
Yep. I gotta say, I would do the same thing probably. If you go to one of the cons Gooey is running it at, they also run something called 3D Dungeon Crawlers. Yes, there is a very fun event. We won't be bringing it to Page because it is a massive undertaking. But we have a really cool event called 3D Dungeon Crawlers, where 4 people sit at a table for 2 hours and do a different version of the game show. And it's a huge crowd pleaser, and it's really fun for families. So, but yeah, it'll be at Genghis and Gen Con. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. What else do you want to get into before we bring Chris Clark on and go through some stuff with him? And then we're going to go to open forum where people from the audience will ask questions.
I think the only other thing would be that we are running a bunch of games at Page. We have a bunch of RPGs going on. So if you just go to Page's tabletop and just put in Gooey Cube, you'll see there's a whole schedule of events. We have amazing modules. We have great GMs running them. And Ron has been generous enough to give us a little section of the gaming room to run our games at all weekend long, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So,
will you be running any Geisengax stuff?
Yeah. So, oh my goodness, how am I not remembering? I'm also having a brain fart, but yes, we will. And actually, we're going to be running an OSC version of it. So the Tomb of Geisengax. And I am blanking on the GM's name, but he's phenomenal, and I cannot believe I can't remember it off the top of my head. So yeah, definitely just go something Ortiz. And I cannot remember off the top of my head what the first name is, and I'm sorry. But yeah, go to Gooey Cube under the tabletop.events, and you'll see The Witch's Wrath is being run by the person who wrote it. So that James Jackson, he's a special guest at Page. That's a huge fun thing, I think, to be able to play with a person who actually wrote the module.
He wrote that. Oh, that's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well,
Cool.
One of the great things about Gooey Cube is that our community contributes a lot of stuff to our world. So we have like 2 kind of levels. We have this like contributors guild where people basically submit like a page or less than a page of like some kind of submission. So it could be like a location or an NPC. And then we have like authorship where we actually work with our community to author adventures or our lore books. To me, because we've now like been able to help publish like I think well over 100 people at this point. It makes our world a lot fuller. And we have this process where if you submit and maybe you're not the best author, we polish it up and we have editors for that and we make sure it fits into the world. And you still get to see your ideas and your work in writing and in publishing. And I think that's something that makes Gooey Cube very special.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is a community, and I'm honored to be a part of it myself and contribute once in a while with ideas and stuff too.
Yes, Chet. And beautiful artworks and artworks that are of Alphinius in very goofy situations.
Yes.
So
I
love
think
it.
you're wearing one right now.
Oh, I am wearing a Chet mitten
Yeah.
original.
Yes.
Not one of the goofy Alphinius ones, but
No.
yeah. No, Chet has done a number of artworks for us for shirts. We have had him published in Darkened Haven with our little escargot snail portrait.
Yeah.
And then on a massive scale, we have this giant cube that's like 8 foot by 8 foot that hangs above our booth at Gen Con. And you did the artwork for that. So no, we feel very
Yeah, that was fun.
fortunate.
That was fun, and it was cool. I got to see it. Actually, I got to see it for the first time at Games and Stuff when Alphinius and Lawrence came out to Baltimore.
That's right.
So that was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those pictures. Lawrence was
Yeah.
wearing very ripped up jeans, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, in the green jacket. Yep.
All right. Well, Mandy, you're going to stay on with us here. We're going to bring on Chris Clark. I'm looking at my remote view camera to our green room, and he's been nodding off back there. It's a little past his bedtime.
Oh,
But-
sorry if I've just been so boring.
Napping is what I do.
Superpower.
I want to start with a couple of quick questions to Phil first. You mentioned this is yet another fantastic episode of the live cast. Have you ever considered doing a science fiction version? I mean, they're all fantastic. That's great, but it's only half the industry, really. If you think about it. Food for thought.
Food for thought. You got it.
Chad, you're much better with colors than I am. Aren't most gelatinous cubes green tinged?
That is a green tinged one.
Okay. Isn't that the same color as antifreeze?
Yeah.
So I think
actually,
that's why even
pretty
if it's
close.
many degrees below zero, the cubes don't actually freeze
Yeah.
because they've got that glycanol in their system or whatever, ethylene glycol. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I always thought gelatinous cubes were like tofu. And like you just kind of like you can see inside them because they eat everything.
Yeah, you have to give her credit. That makes them extra creepy. The fact that they might be tofu. Wow.
I've never heard that before, but I will be using it from now on. So
Extra firm.
If you ever want to improve some of the monsters we do when we create stuff over here, really come on board because wow, that's skill. That's skill.
Just add tofu.
So yeah, and I don't know what's your standard first question. I forget because I'm old.
Well, Chris, could you give the
Who am I?
the viewers a little background to who you are? I mean,
Oh, my
because
goodness. Yes,
I don't
okay.
think
I'm in
people
the industry.
realize the long and storied history that you have in the industry.
I am an industry dinosaur. It's true. Most of us have over the years become extinct, but for some odd reason, I managed to remain frequently healthy, and so I'm still here. But no, it's I actually started playing way back in the 70s, and met a man named Gary. Don't help me, I can do this one. Gary Gygax, when I was 14. Holy cow! At a very small convention in Lake Geneva that was then called Gen Con, but it really wasn't the first Gen Con. They had a number of small conventions that they called mini Gen Con, where he explained to me that wizards who die with their spells intact are idiots because I was playing the chainmail with the fantasy supplement miniatures game that he was running at the time. And it was funny, we hit it off quite well. And I mean, the man was 20 years older than I was. But we started having lunch together at every Gen Con from then until about Gen Con 11 or 12. after which I started losing touch with him because he had handlers by the time Gen Con 13, 14 rolled around. It was still in Milwaukee, but it had grown large enough. He had handlers, and we kind of lost sight of one another for about a decade. But it was funny that inspired me to come back to my high school, because there were a number of us in high school that played Dungeons and Dragons. It was this cool thing that came in a little white box, had 3 books. And our friends that didn't want to play because it was all this icky magic and dragons, and it's just so uncool stuff, right? I don't know. Most of you, I'm hoping, weren't around in the 70s as far as being semi-adult. I think, unfortunately, maybe you were, but everything on TV in those days was police melodrama, and it was just horrible programming. So I asked my friends in school that wouldn't play a Dungeons and Dragons game because it was too geeky. I said, well, what if it was a cop show? Would you guys play? And, oh, yeah, that'd be great. You know, I want to be a hooker. I want to be a drug dealer. Okay, you know, whatever. And so we designed this game that was basically kind of a D&D knockoff called Inner City, hence the name of the game company, where you played crooks that were stuck in a bad 70s cop show. And so you had gun battles with Husky and Starch and Filthy Harry, because he's that much dirtier than Dirty Harry. And because we didn't want to get sued, and people were very litigious in the 70s. So we made everything a parody of its former self, and we created this enormously violent game that everybody loved playing, and they didn't realize they were role-playing, which was wonderful for us. So, but believe it or not, as much as we got fans to the point that people said, here's a whole bunch of money, why don't you go make a company, which we did my second year of college, so 1981. We couldn't get stores to carry it. You want us to carry your horrible game that has drug use and prostitution and people are evil and burn down buildings and kill each other? Yeah. No, we won't. So we didn't wind up in distribution until about 84, 85, when a few of the retailers said, wow, a lot of people like this. I guess we'll carry it. And we still make that game, believe it or not. It still sells fairly well. So we still make that game. I think we're on the 3rd edition actually right now, which isn't too bad for 40 years of being in existence, I guess. I can't compete with White Wolf that way, but and if
anybody gets a chance to get into one of Chris's Inner City games, I highly suggest it. It is an absolute blast.
We are bringing it to Page. We are going to run the hockey stadium game again, which is the hyena, who, by the way, is worse than the jackal because, you know, it's hyena, has decided that he's going to blow up the new hockey stadium that is being built from an old warehouse that used to be a home for several hundred homeless folks that live in Inner City. And so, of course, they're upset because they've lost their home to a hockey stadium, which is not going to do anything for them. So maybe they're behind the plot. Who knows? And maybe it's the guy who built the hockey stadium because it's way over budget, and maybe he wants the insurance money. Nobody knows. You have to figure out who's behind it so that you can figure out how to stop them. And believe me, there will be a whole lot of people dying in the streets. On the bright side, if your character dies during the event, he comes back after the second turn as brother of, and then cousin of, and then distantly relation of. And I didn't even know the guy, but he let me inherit his stuff. So you never actually die and wind up getting out of an adventure in Inner City. You wind up dying and going to the next iteration of your guy. Although you don't have any experience and no levels, you wind up accumulating just tons and tons of stuff that you don't know how to use, which is fun. Anyway, all right. And all the meanwhile, there's also a hockey game going on that you can play at the same time. Some of the characters will actually play the two teams that are competing in the hockey game as well. My goodness, we started making a bunch of micro games after that, because if I didn't learn anything better than that from Steve Jackson, I learned that micro games are easy to sell. So we have, I don't know, about 30, I think, micro games that are still in the market. We originally had 40. We have actually taken 10 out of print in the last 30 years. We make a science fiction game called Lance. I'm sorry, after that brief stint, I hooked up with a guy named Robert Bigelow. Now, who knows who Robert Bigelow is? Anybody? Nobody? Okay. Bob Bigelow used to be the miniatures column guy for Dragon Magazine. did a column called Through the Looking Glass for those who collect old Dragon magazines.
Yeah.
And he was a little upset with one of the games that I had, micro games I had designed, which was called Puppy Pounders. And I found out early that humor is such an easy sell. And yeah, Al Phineas could still teach me a few things. Don't get me wrong. But Puppy Pounders was all about cute stuffed toys that go in and just kill the heck out of each other, right? And so you had, stuffing storm type abilities and all these wonderfully, horribly violent things for stuffed toys. And he said, there's this whole satanic panic thing that just started. So this was 87, 88, right? You really ought to just make a standard regular miniatures game out of this. The parents would love you for it. And so we did Fuzzy Heroes in that era, which may be something I'm known for a little bit. And yeah, Fuzzy Heroes took up about 5 or 6 years of design time. And it actually did go over quite well. But it was funny because about every 10 players generally buy one copy of Fuzzy Heroes and share it. Okay, whatever. But it was nice because it was the one product that every store would carry because no parent could say anything about it. There isn't even death in that game. Stuff gets tired when it gets beat up in combat. And if you put it back in the toy box, it can rest up and come back another day. All right. They got me enough fame, I guess you want to call it that when TSR went under, so we're talking 89, 90, right, in that era, Robert came to me, Mr. Bigelow, and said, this is going over well, but I've played in some of your adventures. They're pretty good. Why don't you publish those? And I said, well, because there's a bajillion guys out there publishing them that are more talented than I. Well, there haven't been any new adventures for a while because TSR is not doing so well. So you should put some of yours into print. And I said, okay. But if I'm going to do that, nobody knows me for writing adventures. I'm going to have to get somebody to work with. Why don't I call Gary? I haven't talked to him in about 10 years. Let's see what he's up to. And so I call up Gary Gygax on the phone, and amazingly, he answers his own phone, which, by the way, he always did. And I said, how'd you like to write a module with me? And he said, does it pay? And I said, sure. I don't have a lot of money, but it's real, and it's American. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll write a module. So Gary and I started working together with a Challenger Arms, which is the first, Castle Wolfman adventure. And we had done, we did that one. We did Ritual of the Golden Eyes. And Gary came to me and he said, I have this last role-playing system in me called Legendary Adventure. And none of the guys who've invested in me in the past want to do it again. They think I'm washed up, that I've rolled my last dice. But he said, I know you know how to put this out without actually having to have money. Because that's how you've worked this whole time that I've known you. So why don't you go into partnership with me? So I got to be partnered with Gary Gygax starting in, it was a little later than that. It was 98 by that time because we had finished those 2 modules and there were a couple other things I got done. But about 98, he said, why don't we be partners? So in 98, 99, we began Heckaforge Productions, which produced Legendary Adventure. 6 years later, 17 products later, I went to Gary and I said, Gary, I've got 11 products in queue. You got to stop writing so much stuff because I'm not capable as a single guy in our production department to put out 11 products a year. I just can't do it. So unless you want to continue at this pace, in which case we should find a very nice angel corporation with guys you like, and you should move the rights to that company and let them produce your stuff. And I said, no, just write for the system like I have been. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that'll be great. So that's how the Troll Lords, for those who know of the Troll Lords, and they have a little logo on the bottom, how they got involved in the Legendary Adventure license. And if you look through the stuff that they put out initially under the Legendary Adventure, you'll see I wrote, 25% of it or something like that. I've got my name on because I had all the stuff was backed up that I had written as well. All right. Anyway. And so they angeled that over. And I actually got a couple of years off where I worked on various things, including the startup of the science fiction, which is why I mentioned the science fiction show. So, okay.
Yeah.
And then I got approached by 3 other guys whose names you might recognize. Frank Menser, Tim Kask, and James M. Ward, who Jim had been a friend of mine for 10 or 15 years. We were actually pretty good buddies. But I only knew the other guys somewhat peripherally. And they said, oh, you know what? We're forming a new company. We want you to join in. And I thought, well, I know why you 3 guys are in there. Why are you asking me? Well, Gary said you know how to make stuff without spending a lot of money. And I'm like, okay, so I got into the gaming industry to be known as a designer and a writer, and I'm known for being a skinflint. Okay, good. We can live with that. All right. So I joined Eldritch Enterprises, which was around until 2016, 2017. We put out 16, 20 products. I got to meet a bunch of guys. I think that's where you and I met, Chet, was because of Eldritch. And I think we were thinking of hiring you. I don't know that we did. If I remember correctly, we didn't. We should have. That's right.
I think you were the casting vote for not hiring me.
At the time, I was probably sick or deranged, possibly out of my mind, because Frank, one of the most incredible writers I've ever worked with, not necessarily the greatest storyteller, pretty good storyteller, but an excellent writer. And he would make me crazy. He would. Between him and Tim, they'd just make me nuts. And yet we're all quite good friends, actually, to this day. But that kind of broke apart in 2017. And since then, I've been I worked with Luke, of course, over at GaryCon for quite a while, writing adventures with him.
Yeah, I did some art for the Horde module.
Yeah,
that you wrote. Yeah.
Yes, I do remember. Well, there's copies of all of them. I don't know. I've got like big shelves over here which has one of everything I've ever written. And the amazing thing is, and I didn't realize this, I'm up to 211 things I've written since I started doing this.
Wow.
Yeah, I should be fabulously wealthy. I'm not. Yeah. So they can't be that good, I guess. But be that as it may, it's been a great trip. I mean, this is the life of Riley as far as I'm concerned. You make stuff up and people give you money for it. I mean, it gets no better than that, So that's the introduction.
So
yeah, okay.
So let's talk about what you have coming out. I mean, you mentioned you did some things to avoid some lawsuits in the 70s.
Yes.
You're coming. Things are still lawsuits are still prevalent today, as you know. What parody? What are you up to, huh?
Parody is my friend. We actually have 3 different adventures that want to see publication in 2016 for the inner city system. We've never printed any adventures for it. It's always been just you only need the rule book because there's a 50% of the book is generate random land.
What year?
And play.
What year are these coming out? 2016, you said?
26. Sorry, I get my decades confused. You'll get old. You'll understand. Anyway,
he's up past his bedtime.
Well, a little, maybe. Actually, I'm mostly waking up about now. I usually get up about the crack of 11. So no, there's the one with the hockey stadium that I think you've seen, and then there's a wonderfully talented young man named Stephen Clements, and he is writing one called Bumpy's Hustle, which is all about an art heist, and then believe it or not, he's going to do Black Eula, which of course is a spoof on the old Blackula exploitive films, and oh my god, it's hilarious, just absolutely hilarious about how this Dracula type person takes over the inner city by manipulating people and things.
That would be a good one for Halloween.
Well, I don't want to push Stephen into a regimented work schedule because I can't pay him enough to do that. And frankly, at this point, I might just make him the head of that division and let him decide what he pays me instead of the other way around. But regardless, I'm not even the Troll Lords. We don't have that depth of distribution. We are publishing a source book for the Lance RPG system, which is the Rigel Kantara system. And then, of course, starting in February, although I didn't get a date before we met tonight, I really tried to get one out of the guys. I could not get one. Sometime second or third week of February, we are finally going to start up the Castle Wolf Moon Kickstarter.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Which will be in total 7 books for the campaign. There are 7? Yeah. 6 that are adventure modules that all they can be linked together. They can be run as individuals. And then 1, which is a gazetteer book, because frankly, there's enough new artifacts, if nothing else, that if you have to try and remember which adventure the characters got it in, and then look in that adventure to find out what it does as the GM, you're going to want to kill me in many horrible, horrible ways. And rather than have that happen, I thought, it'd be nice if you could just flip through and find there it is, by name. So yeah, there's going to be a gazetteer book that covers new critters, new monsters, history of the castle for the GM, all that wonderfully crunchy stuff. So I have about 2 months to finish writing them, though. Yeah.
Somebody named Jay Glazer
Jen
says, if you need somebody to motivate your writers to move faster, I know a person.
Jennifer, the writer that needs to move faster is mostly me. Stephen, how can I put this? And I don't want to embarrass Stephen. He sent me his initial layout of this because he wanted to do the layout. His wife is actually a fairly talented artist as well.
Is she above third tier?
Yes.
Well, 3.5 maybe. I don't know. Nobody wrote like 3.5. Okay, third, sure. Pathfinder, not 3.5. No, I'm sorry. I was starting to digress. It was very much the amateur layout you would expect to see from somebody that had never published something for an adventure. Now, the thing is, Stephen Clements has published before, but always novels. And so it was a layout in Microsoft Word, and it was about 5% art, and it didn't have maps in it. And I was like, okay, there's a couple things we need to change here. And then we hit upon those couple of missing elements that were, and so now he's rewriting with those missing elements in mind, because I didn't know what he didn't know. Now I do. Now I know what he didn't know, and I've explained to him why it's important that he.
Oh, Chris, I can relate to that. I have a business partner who works in MS Paint.
Oh God.
And MS Publisher.
Oh God.
And didn't even know what layers were.
Oh,
so I totally understand.
Oh dear.
Allow me to say, folks, because of the wonderful folks at Canva, if nothing else, Affinity is now free, absolutely for life free. And it's a very good suite of software for doing art and layout and all sorts of fun things.
I think it's interesting. We find out Gooey Cube. Everyone's always like, "Oh, we'll help you write. We'll help you write. We'll help you write." And it's like, no, we have adventures in the backlog. It's the editing, the laying out, the art, all that stuff is what bottlenecks the publication of everything. And I don't think people know that when you're looking at adventures.
Alphinius backlogs everything with adding more.
And the problem is you cannot edit your own stuff because you know what you meant.
Yes, exactly. Missing words. Yes.
I actually have 4 editors that go through my stuff. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, one of them makes sure I don't insult various groups of people in society. So, yeah.
Okay.
He saved me more than once. So.
Is that Jeremy?
Actually, Scott McKinley.
Oh,
also my number one best English guy ever. Oh my God, he's good. Yeah. And I don't pay him enough. I know that, Scott. I know.
I had a talking point that was I could talk about how going into the gaming industry is a terrible business decision. Wonderfully fulfilling, phenomenally fulfilling, and getting to do something that you love every single day and getting to meet the kindest people in the world. But terrible for making money. Great for losing money.
When Gen Con was in Milwaukee, the old adage was, do you know how to make a little money in the games industry? Start with a whole lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we'll get Ron's attention. He's, I don't know, he's having a hot dog or something. See, I've saved you one. So, and there's only 100 of those. So
there you go. And
there will be a reprint of it, but with a different cover and no typos in the interior.
That's okay. The typos add
they allow you to authenticate because that's the pre-release version. You guys
should special edition
camera. You should do pre-release.
That's the one you had at EggCon, right?
Yeah. I have about 4 left, and one of them is Ron's.
About 4?
I don't know precisely because I don't. I'm big enough these days. I don't actually do my own inventory.
For clarity's sake,
inventory people. So,
for clarity's sake,
yeah. Only 100 were ever printed.
I know, and I have 2 of them, and I have one already to go into the auction.
Okay, all right.
So that one
did get you on a game hole.
Yes.
Okay.
When I went over to try to talk to your daughter, and do your dirty interfamily work that you wanted done there.
That's right.
Tell her to get off the stick and start making a grandbaby.
That's right.
Um,
You cannot let these genes die.
Yes.
Is this like putting your leftovers in the refrigerator situation? Or?
Yes, it was very much like that.
Ron's not really quite to the level of leftovers yet, but he's close.
I'm getting close. Yeah. I was telling her boyfriend. I said, you need to go get a real job.
Wow. Did that work? Heck no. No. I
said you need to go get a real job.
And I will die in my sleep this evening under strange circumstances. Yeah. No, he doesn't actually live here. He has his own place.
He wasn't taking the abuse at the Page party at Game Hole Con very well. No, he was not taking it well, and it was rampant.
And he's large. You've met him. He's large.
I've met him. I met him. But I had Mandy's brother there, so I was safe.
Well,
okay. Dear.
I had Mars. Does she strike you as a bodyguard? No. Lawyer? Sure. Bodyguard? No. Yeah. Anyway, and now you've gotten me in trouble once again. So thank you for that. Really.
All right. So we're very good at that.
And I think that's all the projects right now. That's a lot for 1 year.
Well,
we'll get through it.
That's great. I believe I have pretty much everything that you've produced through Inner City over the years in my collection.
What you don't have, and I will get you a copy of it, is
Cataract. I got 2 of those.
The Untold Story.
Okay.
You don't have 211 products on your shelf from me, do you?
Well, not from all Inner City.
Oh no, some of them are Heckaforge, some of them are.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying from Inner City, I have quite a bit.
There's like about 163 from Inner City.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Okay.
I have a whole section of a cube shelf, two cubes full of Inner City stuff. So, all right. So we're going to start taking some questions from the crowd, and there've been a bunch. We've been kind of throwing them in there, but folks out there in the on the interwebs, what questions you have for our 2 guests this evening?
Boxers or briefs?
Matt is asking, what does "get off the stick" mean? I've also never heard that phrase before. Ron,
you've never heard that phrase, "get off the stick"?
Nope. Neither have I.
Well, I'm old. That's an old phrase.
Yeah.
That's Chris knows what it means.
Well, actually, that's the reverse of "get on the stick," which means get going. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, come on. I'll tell you a story one time. I was asked to go on a show called Comcast Newsmakers.
Wow.
And it's like a regional Comcast interview segment for people who are interview worthy, I guess. And so I would regularly go on there and talk about issues in and around the region. And I was talking about the city of Summers Point, New Jersey. I was talking about all the great recreational things you can do in Summers Point. You can go fishing, boating, crabbing, clamming, waterboarding. Nobody stopped me. I got the waterboarding. And so, the thing goes on the air. Me, the interviewer, didn't realize. And there's like an explosion on the internet. Like, what the hell is going on in Summers Point that they're waterboarding people? Yes, it was pretty tough thing.
Ron, who knew that you had all of this? I mean, I guess, sorry, this is my first time on the show and first time viewing the show. I've learned that you have a certain personality hidden there. So.
I don't know what that means. Could you be more specific?
No.
No, are you sure?
I think she's referring to the whole pet snake that is just wonderful and cuddly until it bites you.
Mm-hmm.
No.
We don't know what kind of snake Chris is petting, but That's a whole different show, I think. But,
I think so. Yeah.
Oh dear.
But we can talk later. It's,
I got
Anytime.
Rhinestone Rick on the phone.
there you go.
Yeah.
No, we can't. So I see Matt Archibald's in the chat. So there's no better time than to go over our very emergent news about pickles page, and we know all of you have been waiting patiently to see if pickles, we will give pickles clemency and allow pickles to return the page. And after a lot of careful thought and discussions with the team, pickles is still banned. So
it's going to take bribe money. I can sense it. Yeah.
There's always hope, Ron.
Huh?
There's always hope.
Yes. Well, hope. We'll see.
You come up with those free pickle shirts, I'll buy one.
Really? It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned free. You mentioned free pickle shirts because rumor has it that Pickles is making bootleg shirts that say #free pickles on them with a pickles self-portrait.
Really?
Stylized by an unknown artist.
Huh.
I heard there may be a fourth-tier artist. I don't know.
How can you?
But they're going to smuggle them in the page and sell them.
How do you sell a free shirt? It's a free pickle shirt, right? Yeah, Jim used to tell me the same. Mr. Jim Ward, good friend of mine, miss him a lot. He used to tell me the same thing. It's not good to be funnier than your host. It's just not. Yeah.
This is turning into. Somebody just mentioned it's turning into like Bird is the Word from Family Guy. No, don't do it.
Yeah, I'd like to see you fighting Pickles every other week.
Fighting Pickles?
Yeah, when the
I think Pickles needs a stat block. That's what I think.
Yeah.
He absolutely does.
Special attack, stinking cloud.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
There you go. Yeah. Wait, I was just looking at the events catalog here. And it looks like some of your games, Chris, are getting very, very few on tickets. Like Cataract has 1 seat left on Thursday afternoon. So we were talking about Cataract earlier. So if there's someone out there that wants to grab the last seat, I would highly recommend that. In addition, Thursday night you have an intercity game, Hookers, Hobos, and Hockey Hooligans.
That's the one with the hyena.
Yeah, only has 1 seat left for that game as well.
Oh wow!
I am bringing an entire hockey arena in 28 millimeter that is part of the game. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chet, I believe, has seen it. So yeah.
Yeah, I paid to put advertisement on there.
It's on there still, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's Hookers, Hobos, and Hockey Hooligans.
Yes.
Sponsored by the Deca Player Safety.
There you go.
Yeah, there's nothing PC about that game.
I will reassure folks that there is no prurient sexual descriptions in the game at all because it's the 70s cop shows, which means when you say yes to a lady of the evening or a gentleman of the evening, they cut to commercial after you go up the stairs. After the commercial's over, you're coming down the stairs. You both have smiles. I mean, that's how they did that sort of thing in the 70s.
Yeah.
I love that I got on the show to talk about this. This is phenomenal.
Well, and we rolled for how much experience did you make, and did you catch a disease? That's all very family friendly.
Oh my goodness, that's so amazing.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well,
Matt Archibald says he's going to have free pickles buttons available to everyone who signs up to play On Guard on Thursday at 1 p.m. Very exciting.
There you
I
go.
saw-
entirely free if you have to sign up to play. No, I'm kidding.
Peyton asked earlier, is anyone down for Pickles cosplay? And I would put myself on the list of people who would be down with that. Just saying. So I think a Pickles cosplay is appropriate. So
You
You
may
can-
be escorted out of Page if you're doing a Pickles
If you do well,
cosplay.
because you get mistaken. Yeah.
Listen, and you also can't make it an authentic Pickles cosplay because that means you'd be dumping on the floor,
Yeah.
and that would get you thrown out.
Is that the landmine attack or?
Yes,
No. Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And you know, if you got a handler putting you on a leash like we're at a furry convention, the handler can't walk through it, which is what happened last year with Pickles and her handler, Matthew Archibald.
But if you have a ranger character, can you go, oh yeah, that's Farmer's dog? You know.
No,
that's Farmer's dog.
they got to taste it for that.
Okay.
You want to
I'll
try
take
the
your word
dung.
for that. I'll
Yes.
take your word for that.
Yes, yes.
In case you're not getting a sense of shared experience.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Amanda,
okay.
you thought your show went into the
I
gutter.
have literally been sitting here thinking, wow, this is the dark underbelly of convention talk shows here.
Oh.
We like to have fun on this podcast.
Yeah. No, I love it. I learned a new phrase.
We're going to be talking about Greg Gillespie's new product.
Oh, wow.
No. Go ahead.
Okay, edit that part out.
No, leave it in there. It's fine.
It was merely suggestive. There was nothing that was absolutely.
I didn't say anything.
That's right. You ran right up to the edge.
He's got a new product coming out.
You're a past master of,
Yeah.
of the double entendre.
Yes. So, Mandy, help bring us back on the rails here.
Yes.
Oh, I'm very good at that on my own show, but since this is your show, you guys get to go off the rails as much as you want. So, but yes, what would you like to know, or me to answer, or me to talk about?
Well, let's see.
Tell
We have comments.
Tell us about the cult of the snails.
Okay, so if you are part of the Gooey Cube community, there are a few cults. There's the Hatters and the Snailers, and it all started because we had this beautiful piece of art in the Mornwood, of which I am wearing Chet's artwork of, and there was just a little snail that I just thought was adorable, and I posted it online and was like, let's name this snail, and someone came up with the name Escargot. And you have to understand, in Gooey Cube we use a lot of apostrophes, and so it's spelt a certain way. And then after that, someone decided that Escargot was running for mayor of Darkenhaven, and that fueled years of inside jokes now. And I now know more about snails than I ever thought I would. And that is the gaming community for you in a nutshell, I guess. So random tangents.
Or in a snail shell.
What?
You said in a nutshell. I said
In a snail shell. Yes.
shell.
Yes, indeed. So, we have tons of fun. If you go to the Gooey Game Masters Zen of Enlightenment on Facebook, if anyone's new, we would love to have you there. And it's just the most fun community, in my opinion. I'm sorry, aside from the Pages community, which is also the most fun. But a lot of the Page community and our community intersect. So, it makes sense.
Definitely.
But basically, we have people who share. We are a very active group. People are always sharing ideas and memes and asking questions, and it's just a fun place to come hang out. So, and we're looking forward to seeing so many of you guys at Page. So, thanks for having us, Ron.
Yeah, I'm excited to see you in January.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So there's a stat block here for Pickles. Armor class 10, hit points 4. Attack multiple pebbles, damage 2d6.
Wow.
Special attack, step on it. Somebody says he poops D4s.
Wow.
That would be
dangerous.
aggressive. It's rude.
I'll step on this.
Imagine the poor dog passing those. I mean, you know.
I mean, there are arch D4s. Those wouldn't be so bad. Are
Yeah,
they pyramid
true. Okay,
kinds.
good
Yeah.
So Chet, if I remember correctly, you have a new product coming out soon with the D4 on it. Do you not?
It's already out. Actually, somebody just bought one of my shirts, by the way. Thank you.
Is it out? It's up on the website?
Yeah, I sent it to you right when you said, "Hey, you should put that up."
Oh, I didn't know you put it up. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I sent you a link. That's what that link was.
Play nice.
Okay.
Oh no,
that's
I'm
good.
just telling Ron. I wasn't being mean.
Sounded like you were being mean. You're being a little mean.
Oh, I
Do you
should tell
need a
them all
minute,
the
Ron, or-
abuse. All day long, I get messages from Ron whipping me, Taskmaster. Where's this artwork? Where's this? Why are you working on everybody else's stuff?
Yeah, exactly like that. That's exactly what happens.
Is it effective? Do I need to start doing that, Chet?
No.
Okay.
Trust me, I can't wait to work on the 2 shirts that you asked me to work on.
We got to get the last ones published first, though. So it's all good. There's no rush. So, yeah.
Don't tell an artist that.
What?
He'll never get it.
Yeah. No, they love deadlines.
We love Chet more than we love. Chet was our community member of the week. Like a month or 2 ago when you were at. Yeah. And
Chet. Wow.
What?
Chet, you're just racking up the prizes. You were community member of the week.
Yeah,
You're the artist of the year for Rising Phoenix GameCon.
We gave away a shirt for that. Yeah, it was great.
He's artist of the first quarter of a century for the Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo. I mean, he's just going to be walking around with big like medals on his shirt.
Sexiest.
I need garage doors to walk through. I can't go through normal doors anymore. My head's too big.
But I will say this about the community member of the week is that we very specifically did not focus on Chet's art because to us, Chet is just an amazing person, an amazing friend. And so even if we never get another design again, we're just
don't beat
grateful
around
to
the
have
bush. Say what you feel.
So actually, the one with Alphinius on the snail, I want to do that really large so we can make that a banner. Seriously.
Yes.
I've like envisioned that on my morning walks. I've envisioned it.
I'm looking forward to it, but whenever it happens,
no, it's going to happen soon.
yes.
I just got over the major hurdle with some page artwork.
Which
What? Huh? What? Hello?
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
we got a Kickstarter coming out in 11 days, dude. Is it done yet? Is the art done yet?
Then he's like, "Hey, I need you to draw a picture of Pickles. Stop what you're doing."
Look, it comes out. It's the
goodness.
16th.
Where did you find that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do we need to watch the video again?
Let me just QR code this really quickly.
Classic TSR trade dress. Awesome.
Everybody, it really helps if you pre-follow a project, just FYI. So
yeah,
log in right now and go follow this thing.
Yeah, Chet's all over it.
That's exciting, Chet. And Ron. Congratulations.
Yeah, Ron did a few things for it, right?
Couple things.
Yeah.
Did a couple things for sure.
It looks kind of violent though, Ron.
It's violent, yes.
Well, somebody said it looked like sixth grade level artwork on the cover.
Yeah, they said it would sell. They said it would sell better if I hadn't used a third tier artist.
Is that where that came from? Because
No,
someone
no.
put that. That's where they put it in the chat.
The third tier artist is from a different comment from before that.
Okay.
But there was another comment that was similar to that.
And you know what made it worse? The guy was an industry artist at one point who said it.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Chet,
used to be, yeah.
I do not agree with that.
I'm
Wearing your
mine.
art proudly.
I might have to pull up the picture of you folded up in the fetal position after you heard that stuff.
Don't do that to people.
That was after you yelled at him the last time, Ron.
Yeah. Well, the last time was about 20 minutes ago, but
30 seconds ago. Yeah.
You have no idea. You have no idea. You all think Chet paints this picture that I'm an abusive taskmaster on the art. But let me tell you about the trauma of being a Chet Mitten artist booth babe.
Please.
When you're a booth babe in Chet's booth selling things, the grab assing and everything else that you have to endure at the hands of Chet is awful.
I know, Ron. You were just a piece of meat. I know.
I just a piece of meat.
I warned you not to wear those Daisy Dukes. And I'm sorry, when I see those, I cannot control myself, Ron.
Oh my gosh.
Hashtag
Mandy's like,
consent matters.
You sound like
Mandy.
him.
Mandy,
Oh, no.
Mandy, here, look. Let me remind you. At any point during this,
I will throw down an X card. No worries.
You can throw the X.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I thought this was PG.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Now, why we're on Tomb of the Ancient War King, one of the tier levels is you can get the pre-generated character miniatures, unpainted, of course. But if you want to know what they look like if they're painted, yes, there's your part.
That's actually a really good job.
Yeah,
Those are incredible.
That's Stephen Reeder. He's a miniature painter. He does some catalog painting for a couple of companies out there. A really good guy. And I'm not just saying that because I know he just tuned in. But what a great guy. What a great guy. And, he's like, send me those. I'll get them painted up and get them right back to you. And he did. Even though he almost cut his finger off on Thanksgiving. He was painting in a splint to get these back.
Oh my goodness!
Did you talk
Ron's
him out
the
of it?
taskmaster. Sorry, Chris.
No. I was wondering if you talked him out of cutting off his finger.
Listen, if Jen Glazer had anything to do with it, she'd be like, no, you got to use the business end of that knife.
So he also has a painted mini for the auction, correct?
He's got a beautiful painted miniature for the auction, which is sitting in a safe spot, and I can't show it. But from Raoul Partha Legacy, it's a unicorn Pegasus hybrid, standing on the edge of talking, or communicating with an elf maiden, and it includes the pool and even jumping fish out of the pool. He did an extremely awesome job. And here he is. He's weighing in. Look. Ron tasked me at nothing. I tasked myself on this one. And honest to God, and I joke around a lot, but he is one of the good guys in the hobby, Stephen.
I have no doubt, but that is the kind of thing that you say when you're trying to kiss the taskmasters. You know what? That's all I'm saying.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have that, but there are several people that it's a pleasure to work with. Like working with Pat is a true pleasure. It really is. I can't say enough, and I've said enough on the show. Working with Phil,
yeah, yeah, I'm only so.
Yeah.
Well, that's because your sister used to beat you up.
I love you, Phil.
Should we talk about that?
No.
How your sister broke your hand, beat you up, and then broke your hand?
It was a finger.
I thought it was your whole hand.
No, it was this finger right here.
Yeah, it was that finger right there.
Wow.
No, like literally, it was that finger. I'm not even kidding.
Look, Jen's already hitting the sauce here again.
That's okay. It's all water.
No, actually, it's a time lapse photography of you hitting shots a few weeks ago.
Oh God.
It was prior to the show, and you were drinking prior to the show, and I was snapping photos when you were in the back waiting for Phil to show up.
Yep, that tracks.
Yep. All right. What other questions do we have for these guys? For Mandy's sending out notes saying, please make it stop. Make it stop.
I am not. Maybe like brain signals when the certain subjects come up, but
Is it too late to get
exactly what subjects are they?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I am a child-free lady, so if anyone told me to, get off the stick and go make babies.
Listen, I am just doing
just doing the bidding. Yes,
the bidding of the Father. Now, Chris, in fairness, did you not ask me to put pressure on that situation for you?
I have no recollection of that, Senator.
He did.
Sorry, Chet, you asked if you could still get Tomb of Guys and Gax, and the answer is yes. So we are currently in pre-orders for the Tomb of Guys and Gax. If you go to gooeycube.com, it is under our store, and we'll be pushing out some advertising here next week for it. So the price is not quite as good as what you could have gotten on a Kickstarter, but it's still a very discounted price for what you get. And the Tomb of Guys and Gax is our amazing homage adventure to Gary Gygax that we worked with his son Luke Gygax on, and it is phenomenal value. The adventure is great. There's environs that surround the adventure, so that way you can flesh out your campaign. I cannot say enough good things about the material, and I'm allowed to say that because I don't actually work on any of the material. I work behind the scenes on the business end of stuff, and so I get to see what all the amazing writers and artists do to create the stuff, and I'm blown away by it.
So you and Chris have that in common.
I think Chris also writes like a maniac, though. Yeah.
Not quite as much as Gary did. Oh my God. I do write quite a bit.
Yeah. I don't do any of it.
It was interesting. We had an Orange Cat Games meeting the other day, which is the company Chet and I have. And we had Jen Glazer in with us, who keeps us on track through threats of violence.
Yes.
And we've taken on Levi Combs as a writer for us. And Levi has so much stuff written that we had to slow him down. We had to say, no. Like, we're only doing so many this year. Like, you got to, let's go through them one by one. And he's like, where do you want me to start? I got to have a whole, 50 things written and complete. It's like, okay. So
very prolific creator.
Yeah, we're looking forward to working with Levi. He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
So
that's exciting. I'm really excited for you guys, and I'm excited to back this Kickstarter. So, which I have now followed. Everybody, go follow the Kickstarter because those numbers really help the algorithm upon launch. So,
and we're going to open up on the 16th, and I'm not telling you not to jump in early, but you'll be able to do it. You'll be able to jump in even at Page at the last minutes of
it's a good idea.
The Kickstarter. So
yeah, Ron will be at the back door when you're trying to leave Page and be like, "Did you back the Kickstarter?"
Yeah,
well,
I'm going to be wearing one of those dual-sided signs, with the suspension. It's going to have three QR codes. Page 4 2027 website. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and scan here to back the Kickstarter.
Ron, I'm just going to give you just a piece of advice. There's this thing called a link tree now. So you just scan one QR code.
Yeah, but I'm a fat guy, so I have room for lots of QR codes on the dual-sided. Listen, I'm pushing 60 years old. Don't hit me with the technology. Come on, I used to be cutting edge, and now like,
You're
You're doing great.
Chet makes fun of me. He's like, what do you mean you're using Microsoft? What do you mean you're using Microsoft Paint? I'm like, I mean, use Microsoft Paint to edit things.
Ron, you're streaming right now. Like, you are so advanced. I'm blown away. It's great.
Chet, do it with me.
I mean, look, here, that's Publisher. I did that in Publisher.
Then
See,
it's very
look how talented I am.
or something. Yeah, it's not truncated on the circle or anything. Yeah.
No. I made sure I got both the dog's eyes in there.
And admit that you use,
so you can see the anguish in Pickles' eyes about still being
to
banned.
get the spell check for still banned, right? Yeah. Okay. No.
He looks like he's actually pooping right there.
Kind of does, yeah.
Well, for those who missed it last week, Pickles is on a rampage, and Pickles has sworn that in the overnight hours each day that she's going to break into the Greater Philadelphia Expo Center and leave
presents.
A minimum of 18 droppings around the facility.
That's pretty specific.
Each day.
It's Christmas time.
And in order to keep the place clean, we're encouraging attendees, if they see any Pickles droppings, to bring it to the front desk, and they will be compensated with a prize.
Whoa.
When they do.
Will there be doggy bags? Just around all over the place.
Listen, we're a low budget operation. I mean, we're a low budget. Yeah. So, and we're gamers. They can tough it out.
Okay.
They can tough it out. They can scoop it up.
Prize wise, are you going to do those scratch and sniff cards you were talking about? No. Okay.
Well, what we're going to have is if there are indeed 18. Word has it that Pickles is even going to number each one of them, and when you bring the droppings to the front desk, your prize will correspond with the specific dropping number that you found.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
Wow,
Cool.
You're really trying to make it happen. I was going to say the S word. I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on the show.
Trying to make. Listen. We're not monetizing, so
okay. Yeah, shit happens. Okay. Yeah.
We're not monetizing. It's all good. Oh.
And I'm sorry. Don't forget to add, Ron. We're not monetizing yet. You got to add yet.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I mean, Chet is not low maintenance, dude.
Ron, if I may say, I think that it's wonderful how you make your convention fun for the attendees, and I'm really excited to attend this year. So
we try.
Yeah.
We try to be a little different, and to be serious for a moment. And I think some folks have heard me say this before, but we run a year-long promotion. We're not just 6 months out or 5 months out. We start prior to this year's convention. Things will be launching for 2027. And part of the reason we do that, the main reason we do it, is because the folks who follow us on Facebook and watch this show, they're part of a community, okay, of people who enjoy the show and enjoy gaming and things like that. And to turn it off and go, well, we don't need to start promoting until 6 months out or 8 months out. Well, then you're basically abandoning this community. And that's why we keep with the information, and we're very transparent with what we're doing, how many people we have, who's the latest special guests. We want people to know what's going on and feel like they're part of it because they am. So I always have that in the back. Always has that in the back of his mind, and we realize it's only as good as the fun people are having, and that's the whole key. We want people to have fun, and if we take ourselves too seriously, it's not very fun.
You have a great question in the chat. Yeah.
Is there shuttle service from Amtrak or the airport? Is that the great question from the chat?
Yeah.
The answer is no. But however, if you post to me when you're coming in, while it's not a shuttle, it's we have volunteers that run around and do the airport pickups and drop-offs. So it's not a formal shuttle. So you might get into a car, somebody's car, and there might be a Big Mac under the seat that's been under there for
Jesus,
a couple of months. But it's better than the $80 Uber ride. So we do pick people up. That's been our tradition over the years. And if you need to be picked up, we'll do that. We help people with transportation.
And the Big Mac's name is Harold. It developed sentience about a week ago, so they gave it a name.
You can tell that you've been in game design for decades. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, you're fast. I love it.
Yeah, classic jitney service. Well, the problem is the services all want to know what the schedule is, and we don't really know what the schedule is until that final week, and by that time they're jacking up the number because they know you need it. So we're blessed with tremendous volunteers, and you know what? It's luck of the draw who they get to go pick up, but sometimes they get to go pick up a Zeb Cook.
Whoa.
And that's very exciting for a lot of people, right? Sometimes they get to go pick up a Chris Clark.
Sorry about that.
I mean, it's up and down. So.
And you thought pickles smelled bad, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're picking you up, right, Mandy? Or are you guys renting a car?
No, I'm driving in the Magic Bus all the way, baby. Got to bring all those big displays.
How about you, Mandy?
Magic Bus.
I think we're still trying to. We have a meeting next week to figure all of that out. So.
All right.
Yeah.
If you let us know when you're coming in, we'll make sure you get picked up.
So we're my husband and I are going to do a couple days in Philadelphia before we.
Oh, okay.
Because we've never been. Well, I think I went when I was 12 or something like that. So I'm excited to go see it again, and this is a great opportunity. So, yeah. So we'll figure it all out. I appreciate you guys though.
Yeah.
So
no worries. No worries.
Yeah. Again, I think it just shows that you guys go the extra mile to really take care of your guests, and not just the special guests, but all of your guests. And I think that's really
it could
amazing.
Be anybody coming in. We've picked up just people who've decided to fly in for Paige, and if it corresponds with when a guest is coming in, we grab them while we're there. Why not?
That's really special. So
they might have to sit in the way back, way back, but
in the back of the truck, like the truck bed.
No,
we're not that.
We're not that hillbilly out here, Colorado.
It's a little cold for that.
No, say again. Say yes.
Pick you up in the van, throw you in the back.
Oh, look who's here! It's
Leo.
Everybody knows Leo.
Oh my God, I love Leo.
He's fun. Yes.
Hi, Leo.
Leo had a complaint. He wants to know why there are no long sleeve Paige shirts.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too, Ron.
Oh, see?
Yeah, Ron.
Because they interfere with semaglutide injections. No.
Okay, as someone who's always cold, long sleeves shirts are awesome.
That's why you got to drink more shots, Jen.
I know.
To keep warm.
They do warm you up.
If you're slightly overweight, like maybe me, okay, you don't need that to stay warm.
Matt Archibald says Paige needs a VW microbus for pickups. No, we don't.
You need a van with a big mimic on the top.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Wes Allen says, I have a friend who has a microbus. Those were lies when you first wrote them, Wes. You have no friends.
Oh,
wow.
Throwing down.
Harsh.
Wow. Where's that card?
They used the microbus to drive by and steal everybody's eggs.
He did. I saw little skinny Volkswagen tires by my chicken coop the other day.
Yeah. Stole Bramblefoot right out of the coop.
Well, and Volkswagen buses don't have
Bumble.
any keys.
You mean Bumblefoot?
Oh, whatever the.
Bumble. I have sad news. Bumblefoot died.
Oh.
Nah.
X card. Sorry.
Yeah.
What's a bubblefoot? I don't know.
Bumblefoot is when a chicken gets some sort of infection in its foot and it swells up. They call it bumblefoot.
Okay.
So my wife famously decided she was going to videotape the surgery that she was doing on Bumblefoot to relieve the pressure in its foot.
Right.
And she did, and the thing was fine for like, I don't know, 6 months. And then its foot started swelling up again.
Oh.
And then next thing you know, it was dead. It was
Well,
dead. The other chickens were picking on it. It was at the bottom of the pecking order. It was a bad scene. So
This is like the saddest possible story, I feel like, for
Well, that's the way we end the show.
Oh dear.
So, Mandy, I was asked by Kim to ask to make sure you don't drink too much tonight because
Oh
you
my
get loaded
gosh.
before the show.
No.
He wanted to make sure that you were managed throughout this show.
I've this is like honey with some tea in it. There's no alcohol. So you did your
honey
job
as in
well.
mead?
No. I wish. I don't have any meat on hand. The meat out here is not as nearly as good. So
Oh,
anyway, just saying.
Well, Ron's drinking moonshine out of that jug there. I know.
yeah. Now drinking my ice water.
Those were
Whatever
not
you wanna call
pleasant
it,
Facebook
that's fine.
images.
Yeah. Mhm.
Christian Senzel says, you need Paige snowshoes for when you eventually have to trudge through the parking lot in a blizzard.
How likely is it to get a blizzard out in your area in
Well,
January?
let's see. We've barely had any snow the past 2 years,
Okay.
except for the weekend of Paige.
Oh, naturally. Okay.
We've gotten
it was
hammered.
it was barely flurries.
It was pretty bad last year on Sunday.
Sunday night.
Sunday was awful.
Oh, wait,
Very.
this is where Phil's going to. I was white knuckling it to the airport to get people to the airport in my Subaru.
I was.
I also have a Subaru, and it's the best car to have in the snow, I personally feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's
No,
my retirement plan. I'm going to move to Vermont and open up a Subaru dealership.
Wise.
there you go.
Better than the gaming industry.
Well,
you might actually make some money.
50% of the cars that you see in Vermont are Subarus.
Mhm.
Seriously. Chet knows.
So I live in Colorado, where also Subaru is very prominent, and they won't even try and make you a deal. You just walk in; they won't ever call you back or follow up because they know you're just going to come back and buy it. It's so I'm just saying, if you move to the right place, I think it's a wise decision.
Yeah. I'm not a car person, like in the least. I could care less about cars at all, as long as they work. And so I teach high school for a living, and it's like teenage boys, all they want to do is talk about their trucks and like, 'cause they just got their license and like their camshafts and their whatever water pump they're putting in this weekend. And I'm like, I could care. I could care less. Yeah. It's always, I'm always, when people talk about cars, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know anything about cars.
The school bus will go through at least a foot of snow. So, because it's got four-wheel drive, although they're all on the same axle. Yeah.
Well, Chris is a classic car guy.
I am. It's true.
Yeah.
Yes. I build my own. The wife
Oh.
used to like Subarus. Believe it or not, in snow, she prefers her Lexus.
Okay.
Oh, so they do make some money in our
Yeah.
publishing
Actually,
games.
we buy 20-year-old Lexuses because they're really easy to work on and they last forever. So yeah.
Yeah, Ron's an Acura guy. He loves Acuras.
They're okay.
No,
It's just
I
a really
do
well
not.
built Honda.
No,
Yeah.
no, I
really
do
trained
not.
Designers. Yeah.
No, I'm partial to Toyota. So
Toyota makes a great car. Of course, if you get a really well built Toyota, it's called a Lexus.
yeah,
It's the
I
same
know,
designers.
I know.
Well, Acura
But-
is Toyota too, right? Isn't it? Or is that Honda? I don't know.
That's
Who
Honda.
is who now?
I forget
Acura's
it.
Honda.
Acura's Honda. Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I
And
say that is,
actually, Toyota builds a little bit better car than Honda does these days.
Ronnie, would you
Not
get
true 10 years
cut
ago.
off?
It's true now.
What's that?
Did you get cut off from somebody in an Acura? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? I was on the phone with you. I can't remember. There was some.
Yeah, I am. No, it was they were in an Audi.
Oh, an Audi. That's what it was. Audi. That's what it was.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was talking to Ron, and he was driving. He's like, "This person's flashing their lights at me." I'm
They
beginning
were.
to think you're the problem, Ron.
I'm not the.
Again, Ron,
I'm not
those
the
Daisy
problem.
Dukes, I'm telling you, don't wear the Daisy Dukes. You're gonna get unwanted attention.
You know, it never ends. It never ends.
He tries to do the Dukes of Hazzard slide over the Subaru.
I am picturing Ron and Daisy Dukes right now. Like it is actively in my
Wow.
brain, and I
I'm
need
so
to.
sorry I did that to you.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Like that? You like that, do you?
I
Listen, once you think you see it in your brain, you can't
That's-
unsee
you
it.
it's
can't
too.
do that.
It's too late. It's already there. I'm
Got the Dukes
blushing.
of Hazzard music playing in the background.
Well, you know what? I have to do what I can do to get attention.
I
I'm not
understand.
like Chet, who has women throwing themselves at him.
You know, I do like the calendar idea, and I think you got some good submissions. That was
Booth band
Paige, right?
calendar?
Yeah, the boot. Yeah,
Booth
So-
band calendar. Yeah,
Yeah.
you could be in the Daisy Dukes, Ron.
There
Yeah.
you go.
So
I'm sorry I did that. No, that's okay.
Yeah. This
No.
is not the way to start the weekend.
Chet,
Sure.
Not
Find a way
the
to
way
punch.
start the
Chet,
weekend.
have you filed a formal complaint with Heidi and Eric yet about the abuse you endured out at EggCon? Has that happened? You were the
I
victim
don't
of
even-
rampant
I didn't even tell-
sexual harassment.
I didn't even tell them about it, and that's not for the show.
He not only did not file that paperwork, but he did actually pay the invoice. So
Oh, I have news. Speaking of EggCon, our friend from the Snuggly Seamstress, who was hand making the Phil plushies,
yeah.
she fell a little behind schedule because she was sick. But they are now in the box and with the Postal Service on their way to me.
All of them.
Interesting.
All right.
All 50 of the special order, limited edition, each one maybe one of a kind since they're all hand cut.
And you want one.
So
Yeah.
she got sick, and you were screaming at her to finish. I get it.
No, I didn't scream at her because I'm used to being disappointed with people missing deadlines.
Wow.
Speaking of organizing gaming at conventions.
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Phil
It's the people-
disappoints me all the time. I mean, it happens every day.
Yeah, I do my best.
Chet, did you buy him a new trowel for Christmas? Because the way he's ladling that on there, that old one's not going to last very long.
What was the question? Speaking of game conventions, yes.
Oh no, I was just saying about missing deadlines.
Yeah.
About just in general about all conventions and missing deadlines and all the. I missed your deadline. We had to reopen submissions so I can get the rest of those.
You were brutal.
Yeah,
You
I'll
were-
tell you what. If
Listen,
yeah,
yeah.
if every person missed the deadline, I mean, if we had $1 for every time somebody missed a deadline regarding something, whether it was an event submission, whether it was something that an email they were supposed to return, a call, a text,
important artwork.
This
that kind of
this
thing.
con would have an endowment of like $55 million in the bank.
Mhm.
That's a pretty precise number.
You could start charging people for it. I would have paid a fee. Oh, Mandy, we have to reopen game submissions for you.
Listen,
Yeah.
you listen. Your missing of the deadline was amateur hour compared to some of the other companies.
Oh, I'm sure.
Wait, let's start off. Okay, we love Troll Lord games.
Everyone watching, this is what we call tea. Enjoy. Okay, so tell
Yeah.
us about Troll Lord.
Okay,
Troll Lord.
no, this is what you call a shoot in the wrestling world.
Okay.
But you're dealing with Chuck Cumbo, so you know this stuff's going to be late. You just have to deal with it. You just have to know, and you have to deal with it. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I was on time.
Huh?
I was on time.
Yeah, you were on time. Yes, you were.
That's a good
You were
point.
here. Maybe we'll get you to write the convention specific page module next year. What do you think? We have a few.
You can always entertain that thought, and it might not be disappointing for you. It depends on how far I get through my to-do list. You think you're old at 60? Okay, trust me. Every year I get less done in 8 hours than I did the year before. You know,
Things to look forward to, folks.
Yep.
youngster. Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Now, when you say 8 hours, that's your nap time, right? During the day?
That's the time I spend in the bathroom, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Although not all of it at once. It's yeah. You'll understand, Chet, because you're what now, 56 or something?
I'm 52.
52. Okay. You don't look a day over
He's a
51. So don't
He's
worry.
a puppy.
thanks.
He's a puppy.
Wow. But he's not named Pickles, thank God. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Phil,
right.
Phil, you're what? 51 or 50? You're 50.
I'm 50. I'm 50.
You're 50.
I remember 50.
And Jen's 29.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
Plus tax.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm guessing our other extremely attractive special guest, and that's where it stops. Don't worry. 24, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm every ounce my 37 years old and happy about it. So
Oh my
So-
God. 37. You're a
Young
child.
I'm just saying.
My assistant at my
Mhm.
real job,
Uh-huh.
she's worked for me for 20 years between through two different places. She just turned 39 and she's quote like my daughter, unquote. Like, so 37, you're
Yeah,
a
my
child.
daughter's 33. So yeah.
You showed
And
me a
she needs
picture
it,
of
and
her, Ron.
she
Sorry,
needs to get on the
cranking out
stick.
those grandkids, that's right.
Huh?
Ron, you showed me a picture of her, and she looked like she was 20.
Yeah, she still
She
looks
looks young.
she still looks the same as when I hired her. Yeah, from day one. She hasn't
Yeah,
changed.
he took a picture of her as he was yelling at her to do more work.
Yeah, have you had her on your show here?
Everybody who's been to Page has met her because she comes to Page and she works the registration and the auction. So
Ron, I suggest that you start a podcast with just her, like me and Alphinius have done. It'll be wildly successful. People will still tune in every morning, every Saturday morning.
You're getting free marketing advice.
I
from
can't
a person who runs a
I can't
successful
do it.
marketing
I can't
program.
do it because where I work, I isolate my staff from the rest of the group. In fact, we're up on the top floor. We're the only thing on my department's the only thing on the top floor, and it's got key fobbed areas that only like 5 people have the code, and 4 of them work for me. So
So what you're telling me is that you're bound to get great viewership numbers if you ever decided to do this.
no.
Exclusive, boss, assistant, banter. Be a good time.
No. She's very quiet too. She's very, very quiet. My whole team's quiet. It's
That's
It's
because
like-
you're yelling at them all the time.
I never yell at the folks I work with.
The ones that
So-
you pay, but maybe the ones that you're not paying so much.
Oh yeah,
They're
I
the
yelled
ones that
I
you-
yelled at Ed Stark
Okay.
a few weeks ago. It was epic, but we don't need to get into that. So
All the key fob stuff now explains why you used the term cult earlier, Chet. I didn't quite understand at the time, but now it makes sense. You know.
all right. So what other questions do we have before we let our guests go? Because I think Mandi at the tender age of 37 is now scarred for life here.
I'm sorry.
I did. Someone asked in the chat. Ed, I think, was the one who asked if I was still coming after this. And I did say that I work with Alphinius, and so nothing can really get to me that bad now. So you're all good. No worries.
Here we go. Jen Glazer says, really? A quiet team? Yes, my team at work is extremely quiet. I have an attorney that works for me who doesn't talk. I have an administrative assistant that doesn't really talk. I mean, and my assistant, she's also kind of quiet.
But we'll
Not
meet
as-
her at Paige.
She'll
And,
be a page. Yeah.
And if she's watching this, you come up to me, girl. And if you need help getting out, I will help you.
No, she's good. She's well taken care of.
Are these co-workers in the room with you right now, Ron?
No.
Are these real people?
They're just watching him record.
Yeah. Today's word is
like this.
Yeah, they're listen, I'm famous for taking pictures and recordings of people. So
We know.
One's yeah, everybody's a victim. Let me see if I can find this real quick.
See, now in my office, none of the people are quiet, but they're all on a separate floor of the building, which I don't understand why they don't want to share the floor with me, but they don't. They get more work done. They tell me that way.
It's the half shirt and hip huggers, man. I'm telling you.
It might be. Yeah. Might be. Well, I like that little bow thing in front, though. You know, I think it
is cute. It is really
good
cute.
on me, I think. Yeah. Just the way I express myself.
Highly suggested Paige Friday night.
Is that true?
No.
I'll be at the game show. We're not highly suggestive over there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes with Lawrence, actually. I can't make any promises.
He'll probably wear his green suit.
You mean the one with all the rips or the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Probably.
So, I have a question for you, Mandy. How do you choose the people?
There she is. Yep.
Oh.
How do you choose the people that participate in your show?
Good morning, or the game show?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe Ron for Paige is the one who's actually putting together a roster for us, right, Ron?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. So at other conventions like Gen Con, we work with a lot of people who we've just collaborated with in the past, or we know through, because the Tomb of Gygax was a huge homage to a number of people. Aside from Gary Gygax, they had portraits and stuff like that in our adventure, so you could actually go play with like NPCs based on like of course I'm blanking right now. Chet Minton is one of them, as a matter of fact. But James Ward was also one of our amazing portraited characters. Kelsey Dion. A lot of the guests, Professor DM from Paige. So that's one of the things that made the Tomb of Gygax so special. And so we've reached out to a bunch of them before, and that's how we've gotten guests on the game show before.
I got a text from Kelsey tonight.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Was it sarcastic?
Hey Ron, I wanted to double confirm. Did we say we were doing the Paige live stream on Friday the 19th? I'm like, no, it's Friday the 12th. Oh, I'm glad I checked in with you.
Not everyone knows how to use the high technology that are modern calendars.
I thought she was going to say, Ron, please stop sending me pictures of you and Daisy Dukes.
No, I don't do that.
Oh.
I don't. No, I do not. No, that's not me. I don't do that.
I'm just letting you know I know Photoshop.
I know you know Photoshop.
Chet, please don't. I already have it in my head. I don't need it.
MS Paint, here I come.
I'm sorry, Ron. I think we cut you off though because you were showing Amber.
Yeah, that's my assistant. So.
Aw, okay. Hi, Amber.
What a good
Again, come find me. I have the purple hair. If you need out, we'll help you.
Listen, she and my wife conspire against me.
Yeah.
They do. They conspire against me. They have discussions and they set my schedule together. Yeah, it's a bad world I live in. It really
Did
is.
they buy you razors or what?
No, I buy my own razors. I have to do that. So,
All right.
Well, I saw his wife at EggCon, and she's
No,
oh my
no.
god!
There's two things in this image right now that I cannot. My brother is in the comment on the bottom right hand
Yeah,
corner.
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Oh my goodness.
Law dog.
No.
We
Chet,
told you there'd be some full frontal nudity, didn't we?
Chet, you are beautiful. But
Well, that is just my head. That was George Costanza's body.
no, not in the headcanon of everybody else. So
All right, what do we got? We've got Jordan from Elder Goblin Games in the chat.
Hey,
Yeah,
Jordan.
look at that.
Yep. We were hanging out a little bit at PAX Unplugged a couple weeks ago. So hello,
yeah.
thanks for joining us. We appreciate you hopping in the chat here.
And I think we're going to be on his show coming up soon, are we not, Phil?
Yeah, I emailed Jordan yesterday just to try to firm up a date. So let us know.
We have some other podcasts. I'm going to be on Games with Dave Townsend coming up, and I'm going to be on Exalted Funerals live stream.
Have you been on with Angelo?
Not yet. We had a missed taping, which was my fault because I fell asleep. But he and I have been going back and forth trying to set another date. So
he's a little bit of a rookie. So he's a little bit of a rookie.
No, it's all good. I'm very familiar with him from over the years through my barter group and all that for the game collecting. So.
Remind me though, and I'm probably going to cut out on you in a couple minutes here, but remind me that I need to get you, because I know you don't have a copy of Vixen the Untold Story. It's the only novel I ever wrote, and I actually wrote it because I told my wife any idiot can write a Harlequin romance. And then I took 2 days and wrote a Harlequin romance called Vixen the Untold Story.
Is it good, Chris?
It's the tale of a young transvestite reindeer driven mad by a world built for bucks, not does. And it explains why there's only one reindeer on Santa's crew that has a girl's name.
Have you heard of Romantasy?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's like the new version of like romance novels right now. The new hot thing is romantasy, and it seems like that might qualify. So it's romance fantasy.
Okay,
so like
right.
fairies and all that kind of good stuff.
I tried to stick it to the Harlequin, didn't go the silhouette route, but my wife used to like burn through a dozen of those a week. And I just was like, honey, your brain is going to leak out.
Oh my gosh. Again, why?
So
what did I do? Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hold on.
And don't worry. It's only about 36 pages, not a full length.
Man, look
only
at
so much.
You see what she did? She hit her face and she put. Chet, how's that make you feel?
I feel small.
It's not all of Chet. My brother is like literally.
Well, at any point, I got a question. At any point, did your brother use your hair dryer when you were growing up? And did you viciously attack him and beat him with your hair dryer? And then when he tried to retaliate, you broke his finger. At any point did that happen?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I think we have a similar origin story to Phil.
There you go.
I think it happens commonly.
It's a common one. It's common plight.
Common. Yep.
There you go.
And Lawrence does have beautiful hair.
Yeah.
Well, and Phil, I don't know if
Phil has beautiful hair.
There's not one straight finger on that hand. Also from a loved one. So but not the sister. It was, of course, the daughter that did that.
There you go.
Yeah.
My sister slammed a door in my face and knocked both my big toenails off my.
That's awful.
And my parents had just changed the carpet, and there was blood everywhere. Yeah, it was not a good day. It was not a good day in Chet House.
I'm missing both my big toenails as well. So
Chet, you just buried yourself some more, brother, with that toenail story right
No,
there.
I already know that. I already know that story. It pales in comparison to can I put my leftovers in the refrigerator?
Stop.
Where's the deck? Yeah. Where's the deck?
That story needs to never see the light of day ever again.
Good luck with
man.
that. Good luck. Yeah. All right. I need to bug out. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Or am I
Yeah.
violating?
You have
40
cats
days
you need to
laws?
feed? You have cats you need to feed?
Actually, I have a really bad habit that you're well aware of. That I was not going to do on the air because I don't want anybody thinking it's a good idea, because it's not.
Okay.
But yeah,
I got you.
It's how Castle Wolfenmoon became. He's a werewolf. He's about to change.
that's what it is. Okay, good answer. And survey said,
All right.
oh no.
Well, Chris, thanks for coming on. And do you want to leave us with anything before you go run away?
I don't know. In role playing, there's a million ways to die, but as designers, we're here to design just a few more.
All right.
Yeah.
Chris Clark from Inner City Game Designs, thank you. And looking forward to seeing you at Page, and you're going to be running a ton of games there.
It's going to be a good time. I have more pictures to post on the Facebook page too of the wonderful dioramas we're bringing. So
awesome.
Yes.
All right. Well, we will see you in about 40 days.
Sure. Make it sound like it's an imminent deadline, because it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Oh wow.
All right.
I don't need to say it's all right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
Now, Mandy, do you have anything that you want to leave us with?
I think I've said it all. You
said it all?
Yeah, you guys are all amazing, and thank you for having me on, and thanks for having us out to Page. We're really looking forward to our trip out there.
And Chet, you have anything you want to leave for Mandy?
Oh my gosh.
Stop that, Ron. Come on. Mandy is like another sister to me. And you're torturing her.
Huh?
You're
torturing Mandy.
It's like having my toenails ripped off.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Chet.
No.
Oh my gosh. Just so you know, when that did pop up, I did laugh hysterically at it. And then I submitted Alfabio for the calendar as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. Alphinius is Alfabio.
We should have shared that, Ron. Picture of Alfabio.
It is good. It is good. So, but seriously, I can tell how much heart is in this convention, and I'm really thrilled for the opportunity to get to come out and experience it and see all of you. So, we have a booth out there. We have many games running all throughout the weekend. Show me on the Phil Wirt plushie where she hit you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Archibald busting my chops, probably. Yeah, it is.
We need the next thing we'll have is a Pickles plushie.
There you go.
But it'll be in a little cage.
Poor Pickles.
Yeah.
Whose dog is Pickles?
Matt Archibald.
Okay.
Just made the plushie. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if Matt had just clung on to somebody else's dog named Pickles or.
No, he brought a dog. The dog proceeded to poop on the floor.
I got that. I picked up.
Then he walked through the poop.
Oh. And was this last year?
It was a frame job. Pickles didn't do it. A different dog did it.
Okay. I'm also on the free Pickles train, and let Pickles come to.
That's the actual Pickles. Look into the face of the beast.
Precious. Matt, I hope you bring Pickles. Sneak him in. He can come in the Gooey Cube booth.
He's already going to be coming in. He says she's breaking in at night, and she's going to poop all over the place.
Right. 18 poops.
18 poops, no more, no less. So,
I mean, if Eric and Heidi can bring Hades, why wouldn't he be able to bring Pickles? Come on.
Because Hades doesn't poop on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm not. Listen, I only go on past behavior. It's the reason why, never mind. I'm not going to go there. It's the reason why a certain special guest is never coming back to Page. So.
Oh wow, that's some tea. You'll have to message me that name afterwards, Ron. I have a question.
I've already mentioned the name
You
once.
did, yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see. The part that's going to be cut out. Okay. So someone in the chat, I don't remember where the comment was. Oh, here it is. DM Tales TTRPG. This one got really weird even for this crew. Is that true? Is it because I'm
No.
on the show? Okay.
No, it goes right in the gutter quick.
Okay, because I mean we talk a lot about poop on our show as well, and so it's just anyway, kind of relieved that
Usually
it's
Ed
not just
Stark
me.
tries to steer the show back before the crash, but
Okay.
or further down a rabbit hole somewhere where we have no idea where it's going. Right. Yes. Agreed. All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
And, when you go to see your mental health professional, do not send us the bill.
I'm telling you,
what was
Ron.
We need to cut that out where she's like, we need to put that on it. We need
polite.
We need that on a drop board.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, though, it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all up here in like a month and 10 days.
Yeah,
so
we're looking forward to it as well. We can't wait to see you.
We are as well.
And tomorrow morning, if you go over to Gooey Game, Gooey.
Gooey.
Good morning. Sorry.
Here, let me do it. Chet, that was such a good throw. That was such a good throw. Let me just take it from here. Twitch.tv/The Gooey Cube, or on YouTube, just Gooey Cube. We do Goo Mornings Ayathe every Saturday morning for an hour at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So in like 12 and a half hours here.
What's that Eastern time? Because nobody goes by Mountain Time for anything.
12 Eastern Time. So
okay.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good time. And Ron, if you want to come on our show with Ed before Paige, we would love to have you. So if you have availability in the next month on a Saturday morning.
What about Phil? Phil doesn't get
but not Phil or Jen.
Oh, Phil or Jen. Anyone is welcome to come on.
How about Chet? Chet doesn't get to come.
Chet's already been on. Chet's been on multiple times.
But he's wearing a different hat this time. He's wearing a Pikachu hat.
I am saying anyone is welcome to come on our show, and I would love to hear about Paige.
Except for Chet, a second time.
Chet will absolutely be. He's already been on a second time, and he's already been on a third time. So
as long as I'm wearing clothing, I'm allowed.
So he can come on literally anytime he wants. But to promote Paige, we would love to have you on. So
okay, well, we got to schedule that soon then. So let's talk offline.
Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. All right. Well,
that was a highly watched show.
That was a good one.
All right. So a few things here before we go. We want to do some page by the numbers here real quick.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Our registration total is 1572.
Great.
1572. That's up like 75 from last Friday. So moving pretty good. And next week on the show, we're going to have Kelsey Dion, which should be a ton of fun.
Awesome.
She's outstanding. Chet, do you want to join us again next week?
Sure, I would love to.
Okay. Also on the 19th, we're going to have Peyton Mo, the cosplayer, and we're also going to have Ignatius Umlaut, who's going to be talking about Fight On Magazine number 17 coming out, which is going to be great. On the 26th of December, that's going to be a special one since everybody's going to be spending time with their families. I'm going to come on and I'm going to do an AMA about Paige. So Phil will be, and Jen and everybody, you know, you get the night off, quote unquote, unless you absolutely want to come on. And we're going to do an AMA about Paige. And the following week, I think the following week we're booked out too. So we're only going to have 2 more of these before Paige. So we'll see what we've got. Now, on the 16th of this month, starting at 9 a.m., we're going to do a pre-launch party for Tomb of the Ancient War King, which should be fun because we're going to kick that off on the 16th. And it'll actually be the launch party, not the pre-launch party. So we'll be coinciding the start of the program to go with the launch of the Kickstarter, which is now only 11 days away. And I guess the only other thing to leave us with is, things are going pretty well with Concoction. GMs are starting to turn in events. We got quite a few events today. And the vendors room's rounding out. It's anchored by, of course, Chet. And, he's going to be our first announced special guest that we're going to have. We're going to come up with some kind of prize to give him. And speaking of that, Wes Allen is going to give you a prize at or an honor at EcclesiaCon as well.
A carton of eggs?
No, it's going to be, you're going to be declared Jesus's artist.
Oh, jeez.
Quite an honor, Chet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ed, you're asking how Concoction signups are going. They're going well, considering we haven't pushed it out to the masses through our mailing lists yet. I'm a little, we like to take you along and be transparent. I'm a little sensitive about pushing that out prior to Paige really going off. So, I mean, it's out there. We'll call it a soft opening. We're talking about it here. We've reached out to GMs. We've done some things, but the masses will learn about getting badges and everything, at Paige and right after Paige. And finally, we have the dates for Page 4, which are going to be January 14th through the 17th of 2027. So we're set there. Phil, do you have anything you want to go over before we have Jen take us out?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. All I would say is, like I said last week, there are definitely events on this event schedule that have been slipped in by special guests a little bit later than some of the other things that have already been available earlier on, that still have tickets, that are amazing opportunities for you to experience truly unique gaming experiences with creators, with authors, with YouTube personalities, content creators. Please, if you are still looking to flesh out your schedules, or if you think you want to add some additional events, you want to dive in there and poke around, because there's stuff on there that I'm shaking my head like, how is this not sold out yet? Because I think it's kind of flying under the radar a little bit. So please dive back in there and take a look around, because you're going to find some diamonds in the rough. And you want to, yes, Troy Allman, Chris Pramis' games, Jamin Tricasso's games, etc. Yes, thanks, Troy. Those are some of the things that come to the top of my mind right away. That any other like these events were at a Gen Con.
Meryl Rasmussen has some seats.
Meryl Rasmussen for his top secret games. These are games that you just can't find at other RPG cons, or if you can, they're typically sold out immediately. So dive in there and look around and sign up.
There's and hopefully, Phil, you have time for this tomorrow or the next day, but we have confirmed GMs for Pathfinder Society events this year. And those Pathfinder Society events are about to go on the schedule. Phil, they all have badges.
Yeah.
So all you got to do is approve the events and then assign the GMs to the events. So if you look through, they all have badges already.
Yeah, I've got the spreadsheet with who's running what.
Right. So all you got to do is approve and then plug in that person to run that event.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do this weekend.
Okay. All right. Well, Jen or Chet, you have anything you want to say in closing, and then we'll let Jen close us out?
Yeah, if you're looking for certain games, I highly suggest Tom Wilson from Throwy Games. He is probably one of the best third press writers for modules that I've ever encountered, and he's one of the best dungeon masters I've ever been in a game with. Tom Wilson, it's the THOM. I highly suggest getting into his games if you can at Page.
Yeah, I agree. Tom's a great guy.
Yep. And folks, if you're out there, if you're watching this later, you're watching it right now. If you have friends that are on the fence about coming to Page, you need to be tapping them on the shoulder. You need to be hitting them up on a text or a call to tell them to join the party, because the FOMO will burn a hole through your stomach like an ulcer once you see what you've missed if you do not come and join us. You have the time. You're not doing anything that weekend. You're coming with us and you're hanging out and you're having fun, and you're going to go to work on Tuesday and you're going to say, man, I was at this gaming convention out at Oaks and it rocked. So, why are you sitting on the fence, man? Why are you sitting on the fence? Grab that badge and get it done.
Yeah. All right. Jen?
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.